I don't really have a sex drive, but that may not necessarily be a bad thing. Hear me out. So for some context, my current NOFAP streak, I'm at about 60 days or so, and I want to do an update because this time around, I do feel like I'm in more control. It is somewhat easier, and I just have like less crazy up and downs in terms of urges or even energy levels. Now, I will first state that Ontario and Toronto are currently in lockdown, so I haven't really been doing much. No one's really doing much. So energy levels are lower. Exercise is definitely lower, which is a contributing factor, I think. And just in this sort of environment, our bodies are probably not making high sex drive a priority. So that are all sort of contributing factors alongside the other topic of like a NOFAP flatline. Now, the reason why I say that the whole flatline or having not much of a sex drive is possibly a good thing is for two reasons. Firstly, it's probably an indicator that things are working in your brain, the whole like rewiring thing, the neuroplasticity. If that is actually a thing on NOFAP, then a flatline is possibly a good thing when it comes to actually rewiring your brain, because your brain is like, well, okay, we tried to like make him super horny, so I guess we should just like not do that. Like, let's repair ourselves. So your brain, I don't know if this is true, but like maybe your brain is repairing during a flatline. But the more practical approach to why a flatline is a good thing is because a flatline may ensure that you get past whatever mental barrier or whatever NOFAP like made up stages there is. Because let's say I basically had a flatline or lack of sex drive for the whole 60 days. And that's really kind of helped me get past this. And now I feel like, wow, I did 60 days. I could probably just like make this an ongoing thing. And of course, I know for a fact that tomorrow I could slip up. Next week I could slip up. When lockdown ends, I could slip up. But it's not really something that I'm thinking about right now, because I'm kind of still implementing that mindset for my 90-day video, which was like, you're no longer a person who faps by changing like your identity of yourself kind of thing. You do change the possibility that you're likely to relapse. So keeping this in mind, the whole lack of a sex drive thing, it does kind of make sense with my environment, my current life situation, but it also does kind of go alongside the whole like NOFAP rebooting thing. So a couple tips would just be to keep in mind that this is not going to last forever. This could be a way of your body saying we are actually making progress, we're repairing, and also use this kind of flatline or lack of sex drive to get you through more and more and more days. And as you do that, not only is, I guess, your brain gonna be feeling better, like, okay, we're lacking on the PMO. Let me just finally change, and we'll make your life better, make you have less stress, less all of this stuff. So maybe it's a good thing for your brain, but it's also good in terms of the motivation level, because anyone can get to 7 days and then relapse and be like, I can never make it past 7 days. But if you can get like 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, that is really gonna help your actual like motivation level and your confidence in yourself to actually get through further NOFAP streaks, even if you mess up again. Because sure, I felt like crap when I relapsed after like 135 days, but more so now, it's almost like your whole NOFAP journey may include a relapse, and these are just like steps up. So with that previous like streak, it gives this streak more confidence. It's all just a synergistic effect. So we're all in this together, boys. We're all gonna make it, bro, as Ziz said.
We're all gonna fucking make it, bro, that's it.
And don't let the negativity around NOFAP also dissuade you from doing it, because I watched a video from Cole Hastings who said that like people often build up the whole NOFAP thing to a point where they put so much pressure on themselves that if they relapse, even if they just like, you know, do the M and the O without the P, they feel immense shame, makes them feel so much worse than if they had just like kind of accepted it. I'll link his video down below, because it almost made me not want to make NOFAP videos, because I started to think like, NOFAP is not the problem. The excessive P plus MO on a long-term basis is the problem. One final point I do want to make is I did, however, notice that when I was in the presence of someone I was attracted to, I did kind of have that increased sex drive. So this may actually coincide with the whole lack of a sex drive in my current scenario. I talked about this in the 30-day NOFAP video, where I said, when you do NOFAP, you do get used to not being horny all the time. I think that was like, for most guys out there, their whole life, if they're into the P, and the M and the O, they're probably going to feel, and they've been doing it for many years, they're probably going to feel horny all the time and think that being horny all the time is normal. That's not. Sure, it's okay to have a high sex drive, but when you're constantly horny, it's not a good thing. So me feeling that increased sex drive when I was around someone that I was attracted to versus just being at home, maybe the first sign that we actually are starting to get back to a normal level of interacting, normal level of sex drive, a normal level of just like being in control of your life. So keep this in mind. Leave me a comment below or your thoughts or questions about your journey. There's like a big support in the NoFap community, so leave it down below. I want to help you guys out, even just like if one person has a question and I can help them, give them some motivation to get through one more day. That would be cool. Have a good day. Peace, love, and tranquility. We're all gonna make it. Bye.
Trying so hard not to keep you.